Racial tensions are on the rise in South Africa as the government launches official public debates of the proposed anti-white land reform. One America's Christian Rose has more.
Hold on. Hold on.
Heated debates accompany the public hearings of South Africa's proposed land reform, which is targeting white-owned properties. The ruling party, African National Congress or ANC, claims the reform would advance social justice and economic equality. But even the supporters of the reform admit its main goal is to take revenge on white minority Afrikaners who built that country in the sparsely populated desert over the past 300 years.
The wrongs of the past must be corrected. If it is not addressed, no remedy can be found for historical disadvantage. Apartheid continues via the market.
South Africa's financial markets and national currency plummeted over the first week of debates. Investors have expressed concern South Africa might be headed towards a failed state economy similar to those of Zimbabwe and Venezuela, as the reform could jeopardize property rights and undermine the nation's farming output. Meantime, white minority Afrikaners, the majority of whom are farmers, are considering an armed response to any attempt at taking away their properties.
We were trained to handle 100 times our number, and that 10 to our number is going to be a walk in the park. I'm not saying we're not all going to be exterminated. Let's give them the benefit that we will all be killed.
South Africa's far-left groups insist the land must belong to one racial group at the expense of the other, in line with the proposals made by President Cyril Ramaphosa. But Afrikaners disagree, saying they've been farming in the country for centuries and acquired their land by fair means from South Africa's indigenous tribes. Afrikaners say the Cape Colony, Orange Free State, Natal and Transvaal, all the key parts of today's South Africa, were established before mass migration from tropical Africa turned the nation into a black majority state. And quite interestingly, South Africa's local tribes agree with the Afrikaners, saying the ANC proposal is illegitimate.
That government is compiling this new legislation in counter of the agreement that they've signed at the United Nations, which is very discriminatory at this point in time.
This has exposed the ANC's conscious efforts to racialize the land debate, suggesting the reform's main goal is to advance the far-left policy of white genocide. The tensions are gradually heating up, and some say South Africa may be moving closer to a full-scale civil war. Christian Rose, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.